Good afternoon, you guys. It's Miles Hannah. Welcome to my journal for entry. Um, the journal for entry was a review over the common tendencies in perception and talk about the three tendencies and think of a time when you experienced it yourself and what were the outcomes and what they have been differently what have could have been different if the tendency hadn't played a part in your perception. Um, Journal for tendencies include we make snap judgments, we cling to first impressions, we judge ourselves more charitably and better than we do others. We are influenced by our expectations. We are influenced by the obvious, and we assume others are like us. That is true in many different ways of our lives. The three main things are snap to judgment, cling to first impressions, and judge others better than we do. We judge ourselves better than others. In terms of snapping to judgment, we as the people, for example, use stereotype, categorize, assign characteristics, and generalize a lot of different things and people. For example, of a time where I snapped judgment and experienced stereotype was at school, and I was at the mall, and an older couple of Asian Americans were looking at me and my girlfriend while we were walking around, and it seemed that they were following us around the mall and just saying little things. So we were very uncomfortable, and we thought that they were like being racist or just talking crazy about us. So we decided to confront them and ask them like, why were you guys following us? And they immediately apologized and said that they thought that our outfits were cute, and they were really wondering what our shoes were, because they had some nice shoes on too, but they were wondering what type that we had on. So it was something totally different than what I expected. So that's a different aspect of how it could have went totally different, just if they could have communicated that with us earlier instead of us thinking that. Another example from clinging to first impressions, sticking with it, is that I have encountered when I met my girlfriend, and it was just her energy and her smile, and her sense of humor, and it really stuck with me. And that was the first impression that I got, was her sense of humor. So that's what stuck with me and kept me like keep coming back, keep wanting to talk to her, keep wanting just to interact with her, and that's what really brought me together with her, and that was the resolution. We ended up being together. The last one is judge ourselves better than we do others, and the last example is like I use as my best friend example. Um, how I always think of myself to be like dressing good and looking cool, and I'll be getting on here making friendly jokes about it. But that's just because it's my best friend, and we talk crap to each other all the time, just making jokes. And it's only going back and forth, criticizing each other, but it's really just to make ourselves feel better or making a joke about another person we know that's not going to take it that serious. So that's the aspect of it.